Welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling a challenge faced by millions, designing a beautiful, modern home when square footage is limited. The goal isn't just to pack things in, it's to create an illusion of expansive calm using the principles of modern minimalism, tailored specifically for compact living. Minimalism at its core is about intentionality, making every object and every surface serve a purpose, yet appear effortless. This 15-minute guide will walk you through 12 actionable design strategies, moving beyond simple decluttering to structural and aesthetic adjustments that truly transform a cramped area into a sanctuary. We'll start with the fundamentals of spatial perception and then drill down into specific room hacks. Remember, a small space doesn't mean compromising on style or functionality. It means maximizing efficiency with natural light and thoughtful design. Pay close attention to how materials play a role in reflecting light and openness, because this is where the magic truly happens in tiny homes. Get ready to rethink how you use every vertical inch. Our first crucial strategy is harnessing the often ignored power of vertical space. In a small minimalist home, if a wall isn't structural, it should be working as hard as possible for storage. Think beyond basic bookshelves. We are talking about custom floor-to-ceiling modular shelving units that integrate seamlessly into the architecture. These units should ideally match the wall color, minimizing visual clutter and allowing the eye to travel upward, instantly making the room feel taller. Use the upper sections for seasonal or rarely used items stored in uniform, natural woven baskets or matte boxes, maintaining a clean aesthetic. Lower sections can feature a few carefully curated items, following the minimalist principle of less is more regarding display. Furthermore, installing floating shelves instead of floor cabinets frees up precious floor space, facilitating easier cleaning and further enhancing the visual openness. Remember to keep the bulk of storage hidden behind handleless push-to-open doors for a sleek, uninterrupted surface. Multifunctional furniture is the lifeblood of small minimalist design. Every major piece you purchase must have a secondary or even tertiary purpose. Consider the sleek, modern ottoman that transforms into a coffee table or provides hidden blanket storage. Look into high-quality, streamlined sofa beds or sectionals with integrated pull-out drawers. For the dining area, a wall-mounted fold-down table is a game-changer. When not in use, it simply looks like a thin piece of modern art or paneling. The ultimate example of multifunctionality is the modern Murphy bed integrated into a wall unit that, when folded up, reveals a full-size desk or a media center. This level of transformation requires initial investment in quality pieces, but the resulting maximization of usable floor space is invaluable. This principle extends even to lighting. Selecting floor lamps that also feature small integrated shelves or table lamps with built-in charging ports consolidates necessary items, reducing overall clutter and wires. The color palette is foundational to achieving the minimalist small space illusion. A predominantly neutral, monochromatic scheme is essential. Think crisp whites, warm off-whites, light grays, and soft beige tones. These colors reflect light, preventing visual boundaries and making walls seem farther away. When selecting paint, consider an eggshell or satin finish, which enhances light reflection without being overly glossy. The rule of 3 often applies here. Choose one primary neutral, one secondary accent color, like a soft sage or terracotta, and one natural element, wood or stone. This limitation prevents the space from feeling chaotic. By keeping walls, ceilings, and large furniture pieces within this neutral family, we create a continuous visual flow. Use darker or bolder colors strictly for anchors or specific functional zones, perhaps a darker gray area rug under the living room seating area, to ground the space without overwhelming it with visual noise. While the color scheme should be simple, texture is how we inject warmth and personality into minimalist design without adding clutter. Texture prevents the space from feeling cold or sterile. Contrast is key here. Juxtapose smooth, modern elements with tactile, natural materials. Consider the sleekness of a polished concrete floor or a high-gloss kitchen cabinet next to the softness of a chunky knit wool throw or the organic roughness of a reclaimed wood console table. Linen curtains that diffuse light instead of blocking it entirely add an element of airy movement. Layering textures, like a cotton rug over a hardwood floor, topped with sheepskin, adds depth and coziness, crucial for creating that natural mood we're aiming for. This strategic use of different finishes, matte ceramic, brushed metal, woven jute, keeps the eye engaged and the space feeling rich, despite the lack of decorative objects. Moving into the kitchen, efficiency is non-negotiable. Modern minimalist kitchen design for small spaces relies heavily on integrated appliances. Dishwashers, refrigerators, and even range hoods should be concealed behind continuous cabinet paneling. This visually streamlines the entire wall, making the kitchen feel like a sophisticated piece of furniture rather than a utility area. Opt for handleless flat panel cabinetry. When considering countertops, extend the surface slightly to create a bar or a breakfast nook overhang. This serves as both dining space and additional prep area. Open shelving should be used sparingly, perhaps just one narrow row for frequently accessed spices or glassware, to avoid the visual chaos of traditional open storage. Crucially, invest in high-quality drawer organizers and pull-out pantry systems. Maximizing the depth of storage means the exterior surfaces can remain entirely clear, fulfilling the minimalist commitment to zero counter clutter. In open-concept small homes, defining zones without building walls is critical for flow and function. The key here is subtle demarcation. Use area rugs to define the living zone from the dining zone. The rug should be large enough that all furniture sits comfortably on them, anchoring the space. Differing light fixtures can also establish zones. A striking modern pendant light over the dining table, contrasted with recessed lighting or a sculptural floor lamp in the sitting area. Low-profile furniture is highly effective. A low-back sofa or a floating entertainment unit allows the eye to travel unobstructed across the room, enhancing the sense of unity and space. If a visual barrier is needed, use a slim console table or a floor-to-ceiling shelving unit that is open on both sides. This maintains light flow while providing a slight division. Ensure that pathways remain clear and wide, sacrificing furniture size if necessary to maintain excellent circulation and avoid a choked feeling. The bedroom in a small minimalist dwelling must truly be a sanctuary. The focus must be on rest and hidden storage. Select a bed frame that offers deep underbed drawers or hydraulic lift storage. This eliminates the need for bulky dressers. If you must have a nightstand, make it a floating one, either a simple wall-mounted shelf or a shallow drawer unit. Floating nightstands keep the floor clear, simplifying cleaning and making the room appear less grounded and heavier. Lighting should be soft and deliberate. Wall-mounted sconces eliminate the need for table lamps, freeing up surface space. When choosing linens, stick to the neutral, natural textures we discussed: linen, cotton, bamboo, and keep pillows to a minimum: 2 sleeping pillows and maybe 1 accent cushion. The bedroom should hold only items directly related to sleeping, relaxation, and clothing. Electronics and paperwork should be housed elsewhere to maintain mental tranquility. One of the oldest yet most effective tricks in small space design is the manipulation of light and reflection through mirrors and glass. A large, frameless mirror strategically placed opposite a window is incredibly powerful. It instantly doubles the visual depth of the room and maximizes natural light distribution. Think about where the eye naturally lands. Placing a mirror on the wall that receives the least direct light can dramatically brighten a dark corner. Furthermore, replace solid doors with frosted or clear glass alternatives where privacy isn't essential, such as an office door or pantry. Even switching out heavy curtains for sheer linen or installing glass railings instead of solid ones on lofts or staircases contributes significantly to maintaining an unobstructed, flowing visual narrative throughout the home. Every boundary that can be visually softened or eliminated will contribute to the feeling of spaciousness. The best design can be ruined by clutter, which is why mastering organization is critical to minimalist living. Adopt a strict one-in, one-out rule, especially for clothing, kitchen gadgets, and decor items. If a new item enters the home, a similar existing item must be donated, sold, or discarded. This forces constant editing and maintenance of the minimalist ideal. Additionally, embrace digital minimalism. Digitize papers, receipts, and magazines. This frees up crucial physical storage space, usually wasted on filing cabinets and messy piles. Dedicate 15 minutes every evening to a reset routine, ensuring that every object is returned to its designated home. In small spaces, put away means put behind a closed door or inside a drawer, not simply piled on a shelf. A commitment to this routine ensures that the clean lines and open surfaces you've designed remain the primary focus of the home, promoting calmness rather than stress. Finally, let's talk about intentionality with accents. Just because a space is minimalist doesn't mean it should be devoid of personality. Accents must be few but impactful. Instead of filling shelves with knickknacks, choose one large statement piece of art that speaks to you. If you incorporate textiles, ensure they add texture, not pattern chaos. And critically, bring in organic life through plants. Greenery introduces natural color, improves air quality, and adds softness to sharp architectural lines, fulfilling our natural mood requirement. Choose tall, slim plants like snake plants or fiddle leaf figs to draw the eye upward, reinforcing the vertical space illusion. The base of the plant should be in a simple textural planter, perhaps a terracotta or concrete finish that aligns with your overall neutral palette. Remember the purpose of these accents. They are curated expressions of beauty, not accidental collections of stuff. Each object must earn its place on display. We've covered a lot of ground, from optimizing vertical storage and utilizing multifunctional furniture to mastering color, texture, and light reflection. The core takeaway is that modern minimalist design in small spaces is less about sacrifice and more about smart, intentional living. It's about creating a quiet, aesthetically pleasing backdrop that highlights the quality of your life, not the quantity of your belongings. By implementing these 12 strategies, from integrated kitchens to thoughtful plant placement, you can truly transform your compact dwelling into a spacious, natural, and incredibly functional home. Take a moment to assess one area in your home today where you can apply a vertical storage solution or implement the one in, one out rule. We hope this comprehensive guide inspires your next project. Thank you so much for joining us on this design journey. If these tips helped you reimagine your small space, please show us some love. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and deep dive design tutorials every week. See you in the next video.